What is your money mindset? This is a question that I have heard several times, and indeed, I think it's time that I also talk about it because I've had several examples of this question playing out time and time again. The first time I heard about your money mindset was when I first went for a free business event, and this guy was on stage and saying, the reason why you are where you are now is because of your mindset. I was not sure what he was talking about, and I tried hard not to justify or to even make any excuses, because in fact it came so fast that I did not even have the time to actually think through. And then the next thing he said was, an example is, if you were to be receiving perhaps £2,000 a month, that's maybe the average that many people will receive in the UK, and your boss suddenly say, oh, we would do now, we would, instead of 2,000, we would reduce your take home to 1,005. What would you do? I mean, chances are you are going to resign the job. And once he said that, it made sense to me. Why? Because I had just resigned my job as an agency nurse at that point. Why? Because I was facing pay cuts. Government regulation meant that I could not do limited liability company. And for that reason, I had to do what they called an umbrella system, which meant that I was literally taking a pay cut. And I said, no, thank you. And I resigned. So once he was able to build on that point, I understood exactly what he was talking about. But the thing that came next really is the interesting bit. He said, what if you could think differently about your circumstance today and about your income today? What if you could tell yourself that you deserve £10,000 a month? How will that feel? Because if you think that you deserve that 2,000, remember at some point in your life you did not think that way. Certainly not me, because when I was coming from Ghana, I did not have that. I couldn't even foresee that as some, pay that I would get. So yes, what if you could raise your money mindset in a nutshell? Because by raising your money mindset, then you are then thinking about the possibilities of making that happen. Because until you think about possibilities, or until you think about the bigger goal, you do not think about possibilities. And I would say this for real, because when I first came to this country, I think the first time I came to London, because when I got to England, I was I didn't know London. I was taken up north to go and start work. So I did not know London until 2 years later. I got the opportunity of visiting my sister, and we went to this church, and he was talking about receive your money, receive your this, receive your that. And I was saying, well, I receive pay, so what is he talking about, receive this? Because at that point, I could not think about any other way of making money rather than just my salary. So what if you could change your mindset? What if you could change your way of thinking so that you can perhaps think about possibilities? Because once you then think about the fact that, oh, this amount of money I receive every month, I could, I'm deserving more and I'm worth more. Then your mind will then begin to think about the possibilities of how you can generate the other money. And of course, it's all down to you having a money mindset change. It is very difficult for us to change our minds, never mind about money. Money is something that has been ingrained in us. Everybody is looking for money, but nobody actually wants to talk about money, which is very, very bizarre in my opinion. We go to work, we go to school in the first instance. Our parents pay their school fees and do their due diligence. And why are they doing that? So that we get a good job, And then why do we want a good job? Because we want to make money. And why do we want to make money? Because we want to pay bills. And why do we want to pay bills? So that we are comfortable. And then so you think about it, if you reverse engineer it, so the reason why we even start doing all these education and everything, and sometimes getting into so much debt, is because of that single thing, money. So why don't we just lay it bare and think about it and talk about it and find ways of making it work legitimately and just kind of grow? And that is my question to you today. What is your money mindset, and how can you think about increasing your level of making money? If you are interested in knowing more, hit the DM and let us have a conversation. Thank you so much for listening. I will come your way once again. Take care.